Hello, good people from the world, all over the world. I'm very happy because I solved my internet provider solved my problems and issues with the internet connection, and now it's flawless. Good. Now I turned off one of the lights to capture Andromeda galaxy. We will be using today the 12-inch Dobsonian over this equatorial platform to capture Andromeda. It's the first time we do it this year. Don't worry, because this will be a quiet stream again. We are back to the routine. I want to thank you for your behavior. I knew that you were going to behave very well. You are very nice people, and always remember that in some events may happen again, flow of people that is not used to be here, and they are totally beginners, or even don't have any telescope at all. They just want to watch something, and it's an opportunity for us, for our purpose, which is to attract people to astronomy in a entertainment way. This is funny, not boring, and people should know that and be forming with time, along the time, because nowadays it's very rare to watch the system forming people with those things. They entertain people with silly stuff, and we want to attract them to astronomy and the easy way that we do astronomy and the beauty of it. So thank you very much for all your participants here, the usual ones, for behaving like that. And hello, Ray from Arizona. I hope the weather is fine there. It's maybe cooler now, like here. From Texas, Antonio Cortez, Jaloman, Duchka, Mazif, Spain, Madrid, Drones. You're welcome, Ray. Bruno from Portugal, my country. So, I want to show you something. First, let's this is for other people, mainly for other people that don't know Andromeda galaxy. This is a galaxy. I placed it on the title. It's going to merge. It's true. It's going to merge, but only in more than 5 billion years. It's predicted. So, and it will not crash. The stars probably even will not touch with each other. So, for the people that don't know those stuff, don't be scared. Hello from Italia. Buonasera, Italia. Hello, Astro Fanboy. Vienna, the Austria. From Austria. Near Germany. Hello, Alfred. So I want to show you a very nice site to situate ourselves in a galaxy, but first I have here SharpCap open, hold on, with the all-sky camera. Now I have it all, with a good connection. Let me place it like this. Hold on. And now change this. Okay, this is what we are watching. This is pointing to Pegasus constellation. This is Jupiter at the right. This is Pegasus, the square, here. And then here is Cassiopeia. You see? Now, first I want to situate ourselves, of course. Here is Andromeda galaxy. I will show you. This camera, this lens, it's an inexpensive lens, the all-sky lens, and it's amazing because we can actually see where it is. Where is it here? Here, I think it's here, Andromeda. So it's a huge galaxy that the beginners start to. It's one of the first targets, the beginners. And we all did the same. When we buy the first telescope, we watch the planets, we watch bright objects like Andromeda galaxy. It's easy to find in the sky, and also even with naked eye in dark skies. and also it's easy to watch with any telescope, with binoculars or any telescope, even a cheap one like this one that I'm going to show you, and that I have. It's a super inexpensive, a cheap telescope, and you can watch it with anything. Now I made something here to help you watch or identify what we are watching. This is what we are watching. The telescope will point to Andromeda Galaxy, and we have here, I will tell you, for beginners mostly, the easiest way to find this galaxy in the sky. I do like this. Identify the Pegasus square, which is here, and it's easy to identify in the sky. You see the 4 stars. You search the 4 stars, okay, and then we have like this, the legs of Pegasus, like this, another one, another star, and so on, and another one here. Okay, one of the legs usually is easier to see because it has brighter stars. It's the one at the bottom here. But you want to identify these stars here, 1 and 2 at the top. This will be your reference. And then you identify at the left, or you can identify first this constellation, which is the Cassiopeia, which does like this, a W or an M or whatever you want to call it. Okay, I always do like this. I first identify this square and this, the top triangle here, and it is pointing to Andromeda, always pointing to Andromeda. If you identify the Cassiopeia and the top of Cassiopeia here, it's always pointing the corner of this triangle, it's always pointing to Andromeda. Andromeda is here, you see? And if you can identify, this is a bit harder, but if you can identify the top leg of the Pegasus constellation here, this huge square, it's a funny exercise to do in the night sky, even without telescopes. One star here, okay, the star of Pegasus, then you will have a first star here of the leg, and the second one here. If you can identify the second one and Cassiopeia, it's right here. You see, it's very easy to find. And with any finder, I will point now the telescope. I will do it with a telrad and mostly with a finder, because with a finder scope it pops on the finder scope very easily. So this is to help people to find Cassiopeia, to find the Andromeda Galaxy. Now I want to show you this site for beginners mostly, but also the advanced users like those stuff for sure. The site is this one. It's called, I will place on the chat the link. Okay. It's called stars.chromeexperiments.com. And this is basically, you can zoom in or out. If you zoom in, here is the sun, our solar system, and this is the sun. And if you start zooming out, it's interesting for people to put on perspective. If you start to get further apart from the sun, we got the planets, of course. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and we get further apart and you got the rest of the planets, no? Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So we still on the solar system. Now we get further apart, and now what it does is, look how tiny we are. This is 1 light year. This that you are watching here is the boundaries of the solar system. The solar system doesn't end in in Pluto. It ends in the Oort cloud, which is full of asteroids, you see? And this is a bit less of 1 light year to the Oort cloud. Now if you get further apart of the Oort cloud, our solar system here, you see, we start getting the stars that are near to Earth. You see, Altair, Sirius, Alpha Centauri is the star system closer to the Earth. Maybe our future home, who knows, you see, all the stars. And you get further apart to see how far away we are from the other galaxies. You see, this is inside Milky Way. This is already the Milky Way and all the stars around the Milky Way. This is funny. Look at the Milky Way and we are there in that tiny point. Okay, this is all zoom out, you see. Milky Way. So if we look to the Andromeda galaxy, you can imagine at any point there, if you zoom, you may get something like our solar system. Who knows? We have not science, we have not the technology to do that yet. So this is a funny sight for you to enjoy. Now, hold on. Okay. Now, let me check the chat first. Francesco. Alfred. We will see the M31. The Galaxy M32 is... Hold on. Let me check because I don't know. I don't remember the numbers. I'm opening Stellarium. M32. Should be the tiny one, no? Yes, we will. Because we are using... You see? He's talking about this tiny galaxy. Yes, the 12-inch capture easily this tiny galaxy. Well, this is huge, a huge galaxy. With a 12-inch and I'm using the Sterizona Nexus, the focal reducer with coma corrector, so we can capture a larger field of view like this, but we can't capture all the galaxy. With the Dobsonian is very hard to capture. With a 6-inch it's easier because it has a larger field of view, but it doesn't have the resolution, the power of the resolution of a 12-inch, of course. So to watch in full power will be with this 12-inch Dobsonian telescope that I have outside, over an equatorial platform, and the Sterizona Nexus and the ZWO 294 camera to do EAA and watch this in real time. You were asking about M100. M100 is... No, M100, no. We will not. Okay, we will not need Stellarium. Washington. A great hug for people from Florida. You know why. Greetings from Washington. On break in our winery tasting room. Congratulations. You deserve this. F1. Ray, I just looked at it last night with my 10-inch Dobsonian. Looked very nice. Oh, good. I watched it already with a 12-inch, but today we will project it to the world. Astro Fanboy, hi Tiago, have you heard about the BAT project? It's a project made by Astro Biscuit, British YouTuber. No, I didn't. I'm fortunate, I can see. I'm fortunate, I can see M31 naked eye from my home. You are fortunate. Ciao Tiago, buona serata. I'm watching via television but chatting via live chat. I like to complicate my life, keep diffusing astronomy to the people. I do the same. I watch YouTube from my television and I use the chat from my mobile when I'm connected with other communities. Via phone, of course. Hi Linux! Thanks, Ray. 110. Okay. 110. Let me check. I think it will be... Let me check. $110. Yes, we will. We will. I think we will because of the position. I think it's on diagonal to the camera. Maybe. We'll see in a moment. It's right here. Here. Andromeda is right here. You watch the replay because at the beginning I tell how to find it easily. Chalaman, Tiago, just got myself a comma corrector, but it actually made comma worse. Do you have an idea what could be causing that? Without all the info, it's hard to tell. I had to know the setup that you are using, the comma corrector that you are using, and the distance that you are placing the comma corrector. If it's the Bader MPCC, it's easy to fix it, because I have one. It's the distance. And people usually don't know how to place it well. Create a giant telescope from Lucky Imaging. Well, you know, I have loads of... You can't imagine. It's true. I have loads of work with this channel. Mainly because I have an additional effort with the language, and I have to translate many things to deliver you videos with a decent quality. And I'm always learning how to edit better. You may notice that I have better edition of the videos, and I spend a lot of time with this. Furthermore, I have my family and the family life that I love, and I have my own business. This YouTube is not my main business. This is a business that right now I spend more time in YouTube than in my main business that I have for since long decades that I built. But I have my business to run because it's what sustains our family. So I have really lots of stuff, and then I want my leisure with you, with the telescopes, and also alone and with my family. So my time, it's fully occupied, and I prefer to invest in this astronomy project that I have. I prefer to invest in you, not in those stuff, in you. I'm investing in you, in my relationship with you, through the live streams, mainly through the live streams, to get a pleasant moment and to attract more people to astronomy. And I will get it. It takes time, but I will get it. So I'm happy for projects that other people do, but I'm in another wave of... I don't close the door in the future, though, to any project. I have a Televu PowerMate 2.5X coming for the Newtonian. That will be awesome. Mazif, you rock! Mazif, you rock, Mazif. You know what to do. You are building an excellent setup. Linux, you do an excellent job producing your channel. It is tremendous amount of work. Those who understand this really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, Linux. I know that you understand better certain things. We talked apart from this channel, and people like you understand very well what's behind all of this. This is not for everybody. And look, to be here in a live stream, it's me, it's pure, it's genuine, it's not something edited or faking things or manipulating. This is pure astronomy and pure connection. So let me see, Jellowman, your issue. It's a TS optics comma corrector. Could be the GSO rebranded. I think distance should be fine, 55 millimeters, but let me triple check. Be aware, often people, I don't know that comma corrector, but often people measure those 55 millimeters in the wrong way. Consider the inner distance from the sensor to the flange of the camera also. Thank you, Ray. Astronomos Space. Regarding comma corrector problem, I read around that sometime. If there are more than one lens, sometimes manufacturers make mistakes and fit one lens the other way around. That happened with some GSO, and could be this one. The TS Optics is for sure a GSO rebranded. I'm not sure. It happened with some GSO. Some people, I never saw it. I have in the focal reducer it happened to people. I didn't have that problem. My focal reducer, a GSO rebranded from TS Optics, it's fine. So I never saw it, but I'm aware that people complain about that. I tend to doubt about that, but Helix Nebula, it's a beautiful nebula. Thank you. That's one of the purpose of this channel, to inspire you. I know that a small percentage of people that fall here in this channel don't know this, and will start getting the reality, and it's not complicated. Furthermore, it's a thing that I fight a lot. It's against the old system of people treating astronomy as a very important people club. This is not a club. We are in the 21st century. For Christ's sake, this is not a private club. This astronomy is for all, and it will be in the future. There will be a time that the system will help us to bring astronomy to the eyes of the mainstream, and the people that enter now will be already with some knowledge and that feeling of enjoying astronomy. So astronomy is for all. That's one of the reasons that often people, or many people, criticize the Dobsonian telescope. It's not good for astrophotography. You can't take pictures with it. Blah 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 blah. It's obsolete mindset and way of thinking that people tend to. Some people, fortunately, it's a specimen of dinosaurs that will be over in a while. This is a very, very powerful and interesting and funny thing to do, especially EAA. It happened to me on a ship Arlo. On a ship Arlo, yes, I believe that could happen, but with me never happened. Dushka, I don't know. Are you going to answer like 200 people? If they are, if they will not be here, 200 people. But if I could, I answered yes, because I'm here to connect with you, not only to deliver a service of sky watching and go out. No, I'm here to connect with you. 200. That will be in another live streams. Don't worry, but because now it will be relatively quiet. Now let's open SharpCap and let's move on with a 12-inch. I will open another SharpCap. Okay. With the 12-inch Dobsonian telescope. I remember over an equatorial platform. Your camera seems to have disconnected. This is a problem of USB. Let me check again. Could be on the camera. But okay, I will do something first. Let's close the other one and check if it's the problem. Let me try again with the other one closed. This is getting an error of disconnection of the camera. Life as it is, with problems. Now it's working, we solved it. What's life without a problem? We all have them. Okay, I will connect the equatorial platform. First I will focus on a bright star, and then yes, I will point to Andromeda. Hold on. I'm watching to confirm if the speed of the platform it was moving because of the backlash, but I think it's still moving a bit. Okay, let's see. It's not focusing. Look. Here we can notice here, I think. It's tricky because we have to wait for the platform the object to stabilize because of the movement of the platform, which has poor tracking. Of course, it's an equatorial platform, but I think it's focused. Okay, let's move just a bit. No, now it's better. No? The star at the right? No. We want the 4 spikes to be... because when it's moving it's tricky, because when we are focusing with an equatorial platform and this is moving, we tend to think that it's out of focus, and it's not sometimes. I'm using a remote. With a 12-inch I use a remote. I don't know if I will place one in the 8-inch, an autofocuser. I don't know, it's comfortable for the when the weather is cold and we are inside, we don't have to be outside. But in the other hand, manually focusing an 8-inch, it's easy, and we do it only once in the night usually. I'm watching this spike here. Hold on, I want this to be perfect, or at least near perfection. Still not there. You see it's moving the platform, and oh, it's worse. Hold on a minute. The platform always have these errors. I think this is the best. Okay. If we zoom out, we don't notice. And that's a thing that I will show you in a moment. Alexa. Alexa, stop. Alexa. Always listening. I will show you in a moment also the result of this, the last video from Friday, which I got you into a challenge to know what to identify the problem with this image. And only one people, one of the ones that commented was right. And it's very important to identify the problems, because if you have a problem that you mix with other problem, you get in a mess. Now let's point to Andromeda. take this first and place this. This is the hardest part of pointing with a large Dobsonian manually. It's to center the object. Now, this is real time, Andromeda and the small galaxy here. Now we will live stack. Maybe we'll first try 10 seconds. 10-second exposures. Let's see what happens. Now first, I have the threshold of the filter full width of maximum at 6. Let's wait for the backlash. Okay, below 6 it's fine, I like it. I like the stars. The enhancement will be only the bilateral filter. No unsharp mask because it has a strong core, the galaxy. Autocolor. Auto stretch. Bam. Ooh, wow. 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 The 12-inch is amazing. Look at this, at the first, in 20 seconds, bam! Andromeda Galaxy. I love this telescope, the 12-inch. Now let's go to the histogram, adjust a bit. Just a little bit, and boost just a little bit because of the core. We don't want to blow the core. It's a strong, super bright core. Okay, let's leave it like this. It's moving down, so the telescope, I think it's too fast. Well, let's forget it just for a moment. Okay, let's leave it like this for a moment. Astronomer Mauro. Tiago, one day you may get a 16-inch go to Dob and ease your live streaming. Skywatcher, Tiago is advertising your products. He deserves a commission. Thank you. Yes, it's true, Skywatcher. I deserve it. I have already a sponsor, which is AstroArt, and I'm very happy with this commercial relationship, and it's like a family, another family that I have. And about the 16-inch, at this moment that I have a 12-inch, my desire, my wish is not a 16-inch. If I could, if I have loads of extra money, I would buy something like a 25-inch or 24, 25-inch Dobsonian with go-to, because it's so heavy that, and to be permanent there. Maybe here. Maybe here, like this, here, and then a system to place it outside quickly, and at the end store it again in an easy way. That I would like, but I don't know if I ever going to get it. This is cutting down, this is moving down, so that means that the telescope is fast. The equatorial platform is moving faster than it should. I will reduce the power. Hold on. we learn with these problems, because if the object is going down, that means that the telescope is going up. If it's going up, it's because it's not in the right speed.
Dobsonian power.
The Dobsonian power, as usually, every Saturdays. Maybe next Saturday. I don't know if I will stream on Sunday because it's full moon. It's full moon on Sunday. And Saturday for live stream to EAA, it's not good with almost full moon. So I will stream on Sunday. Now I usually didn't stream at full moon, but now I will do it just for the fun. Try a powered USB on one laptop, USB input to boost power. Near camera, I managed to make the 294 work with 7 meters cable, just. Actually, I think it's in a hub, not in near the camera, because I don't want to have more power near the telescope. I want to have the power here, only with a cable, and that's too much power. But it usually works fine, and I bet if I open now the other one, let's try it. Sometimes it's just to disconnect and connect again, and it works. And I also used 10 meters, but with a 10 meters cable, I have to use it just connected directly to the laptop. Let me see if it will open. The all sky. All sky. Ah, it crashes. I will do something. I saved the frame. Let me disconnect the USB, because this hub has already more stuff connected. Hold on. Let's see now. It's the first time it happened. I have a 5 meters to the all sky and another one at 3 meters to the telescope. Let's see. Planetary? No, not planetary. Sky. Now the other one. The telescope. If it fails, I will not use the all sky. No. I will disconnect the all sky and that's it. No problem. But it's the first time. Maybe it's not very well. Yes, I think it was the hub. Let me try again. Because I heard the noise. Bling! Let me try again. Let's see. No. Okay, no problem. Close one, and now it will work. Technology things. Now let's just recenter it. Let me see the snapshot. The snapshot was this one. No, we don't need to recenter it. It will cut, but okay, no problem. Let's do like this and see what happens. Live stacking. Okay, it's fine. I could center it more, but I want to capture also this tiny galaxy. Autocolor. Seconds. Auto stretch. Bam. It's fine. It's fine. Bilateral filter again. Histogram again. This was all resetted. Boost a bit. Now we wait. Now it's cutting a bit at the top. Okay, let's wait. Hey, thanks, Rubber Soul. It's a very I love this setup. Super simple. Star hopping graphic. You mean the one that I showed in the beginning? There she is. What's happening here? This sharp cap? Could it be that the camera is not very well connected? It failed. Okay, let's be calm. I will stop this and I will take off the USB cable and place it again. Let's start again. Hard today. I disconnected the All Sky USB. Okay, histogram, no. Enhancement, bilateral is already, histogram. Autocolor, auto stretch, okay. Okay, let's wait. Yes, it looks very nice. It will start defining these dust lanes, and usually with this power of the 12-inch, the star clusters here, the blue stars, groups of stars, hot stars, they will start popping. Yes, it is. And there's a region here at the top right that Linux sent me the picture of it another day with the 8-inch Dobsonian. Edward. Shep the creator, is this a live stack? Yes, it is. We are watching Andromeda live. Rubber Salt, yeah, what would you buy for astrophotography if you were only starting out? I have this problem. That depends on what you want. If it was me, I like visual. Look, I love visual. So it has to be something good for visual, not a small refractor. So it has to be or a Newtonian or a Dobsonian, it has to be a reflector. But to visual a Newtonian, it's a cumbersome because you get like this and like this. So no way a Newtonian. So it will be a Dobsonian. If I could have the money, I would buy every Dobsonians, go to Dobsonians, but that gets expensive. With one equatorial platform, I can do EAA and a quick astrophotography and use the same equatorial platform to all the telescopes. If I didn't have money at all and wanted to start with something, I will buy this one right here, the 6-inch that I have here with GoTo, because it has it all. And later, if I want to buy a larger telescope, this one will be using because to holidays or to a weekend, and it's so compact that it's good for everything, or even to place outside one day, and that's it. So that would be my choice, but each people it's different. And a good camera. I would buy a 294. I would save for a 294, because if you buy a 224 or similar, it's cheaper. It's cheaper, but you will need to upgrade because it's limited to small objects. Nice time this showing up in feed. I'm headed to Bromelskiek Park astronomy site in an hour or so with 10-inch Dob and a 4SE. Great! You will have so much fun. Clear skies to you. Connect with us if we still... 1 hour, no. It's too late. Astronomo. My same thought. A 2025 go to permanent. Yes, it's... To go, it's... If I one day I go, it's to go strong. With all the power. Otherwise, I have the 12-inch now. You see what I can do. And now with the Nexus, the stars on the Nexus, it's very powerful. Yeah. Ray has the Skywatcher 16-inch go-to, and it's about 178 pounds. Of course, it's heavy. If you have it permanent in the same place, it's okay. You think, Ray? I did a supermoon already, and people liked. May appear different people to watch the moon, you know, but it's not so... Let me see...
Super shot!
Thanks a lot, AstroThief, for your super chat. We are learning a lot from you, and that is invaluable. Thank you for what you do for the Dobsonian community. Thank you to participate in this extraordinary community. You are all part of it, and you will be the pillars of the future of this community. Never forget the Dobsonian telescope. It's fighting against obsolete way of thinking, but we will win. Nothing like the aperture. Nothing can beat the aperture of the Dobsonian, because the Dobsonian it's the bang for the buck. And with larger apertures, for instance, a refractors, it's too expensive. Too expensive. It's okay for a small group of people, but we are not in a club. We are astronomy for the people. It doesn't matter where you come from, your religion, thoughts, your skin tones, your eyes, nothing. It matters if you are a good or a bad person. If you are good, you are welcome here. If you are bad, you will be banned. If you are good and have the passion for the sky, you are here with us in the right place. Thank you very much for your support. Gentlemen, I think you were right, Iago. It was the distance after all. We'll check as soon as the sky clears up. Thanks a ton. Gentlemen, if you, after trying that, you still have doubts or you still see coma, do like this. Take off all the setup from the focuser, take a picture of it and send me by email. And I help you. With a picture of it, it's easier to help. I discovered with powerful cameras also depends on how your computer handles USB 3 bandwidth. It's really a combination of things to be able to manage it. Yes, the laptop is good. It's i7 and has plenty of memory. And it usually works fine. It's something with USB. I don't know. I was updating the Windows 11 tonight, and sometimes it's just a restart and that's it. Or a cable that is with issues, because this laptop is powerful. i7, it's very nice to do this kind of work. Let me check this first. Let me readjust now that we have more 5 minutes of stacking. You see? Hold on. Look at this beauty. You see, we start to... I'm sorry. We start to getting the blue stars in the arms of the galaxy. In a moment we will watch it more. It's a shame that we can't fit all the galaxy there, all the arms. I keep thanking you for your streams. With our awful nights, keep it simple. Yes, of course, keep it simple. I love to do the streams. This is what I love the most, because I can connect with you. Everybody needs the money, and YouTube is to win money. It's the reality. But I love the live streams, and that's not all about money. You have a full screen star hopping graphic that you have used in the past. I enjoy that, and the Dobsonian power graphic. A star hopping graphic. I do the graphics for the videos, as I did for the at the beginning of the stream. Where is it? Here. I did a draw. I draw the Duchka, Can you make an astrophotography with a phone and Dobsonian? Dushka, you can take some pictures with your phone to start, but I really and strongly don't recommend that you invest in that way of astrophotography. The best way, and neither the DSLR. If you have one, good, but if you don't have, don't invest in something that will be obsolete for this purpose very soon. Those things are things of the past. Nowadays, already the smartphones have good cameras and the latest models, but not yet for astrophotography. It may change in the future. I think they will change that. They will make the smartphones suitable for astrophotography, but right now it's not a good investment for that purpose. The best way to do this and to take all the benefit from your telescope is with an astro camera from ZWO or similar. And if you have a Dobsonian, it's the ZWO 294, because you get a large sensor with a good pixel size that match the Dobsonians. It fits better, the pixel scale, and you get images like this one, you see. And if you want small image like planetary nebulae or planets or so, this camera fits that purpose also. So you can do it. It's not many people do it, but you can't do nothing like this, for instance. You see all those details, and there's nothing like an astro camera. It's my thoughts, but I may be wrong. It's what I think. You should listen more, people, and try it. But if you think and you watch all over the internet pictures, if you place on Google, you write picture, smartphone, astrophotography or nebula or something, the pictures that you get are not very nice. One or another, but yes, the moon is a good starting point for newcomers to astronomy. Yeah, it's what I thought. And as we don't do EAA with full moons, usually I don't live stream. That's an excuse to live stream. Let's see how it works. Dino, thanks for your education. Is your equatorial mount the same as GoTo? This is not called an equatorial mount. This is called an equatorial platform. An equatorial mount are those mounts that you watch with the Newtonian telescopes and so on. This is a simple instrument like this that we place on the floor, and we place the Dobsonian right over it, and it tracks the sky. It moves like this, like a circle. So it's not the same as a GoTo. The GoTo is better, because the GoTo is better in certain things. It's more comfortable to track, but it's not so simple. The GoTo needs alignment. The platform, you only have to align it once in a life, at least if you have it in the same place. But the GoTo is only for the GoTo telescope, for one telescope, while the platform I use with more telescopes, and even with the refractor. That's the advantage. Drones, I use a ZWO AZ224 MC camera. It's good? Yes, it is good. The only cumbersome with that it's a good start. The only cumbersome with that camera is that it's harder to find the objects because it has a small sensor. That's it. And for instance, an object larger like this one that we are watching today, with a ZWO 224 you can't. You just can the small galaxy here because it's too large. Even with a focal reducer, it's too large. Too large for that sensor. But it's a good start. I have one, but now I use it mainly for the all sky. I like graphics, but I don't know what you are talking about. The graphics, I think it's the graphics that I show how to search an object, but that I make in a moment. Hello, Adam.
Dobsonian power.
The Dobsonian power. You came right in time. I use my go-to with everything from my 430 millimeters refractor to my 1200 10-inch Newtonian. But you use your go-to, but you have a go-to in the refractor and another one, or you replace like we can. Yes, if you have a go-to mount like this one, this mount it handles. If I have a refractor, I can take this out of the mount of the rocker and replace with a refractor, for instance, or another thing. If it's that what you mean. Ah, okay. Yes, I like to show because I'm good on star hopping. It's like that. I'm good on that. And I'm aware that many people struggle to do it. So I like to show what my brain is thinking when I start hopping to help those people that struggle with that. They may be better in other things that I'm not. But I'm good on star hopping. Very good. I have the ZWO 224 too. If you point it to Andromeda, you will only see the core, of course. But this camera is really good for planetary nebula, like Ring Nebula, blinking planetary. Yes, it's a very nice camera to small objects. It's wonderful. I have small objects here with the 224. I'll show you just one, or look at this one, for instance. This is the Raspberry Nebula with a 224. Look at this. It's just a tiny nebula. I have loads of nebulas like this, and I love planetary nebulas. And you don't see planetary nebulas with this quality with refractors and things like that. Oh wait, this is a stuff for. That's why it's silly to say that the Dobsonian cannot be used for astrophotography. And this, what is this? This is not astrophotography because it's a planetary nebula. It's not astrophotography. Photography of the astronomy, the objects in the sky. It's the meaning of astrophotography, no? I think. And the planets also. So they are stubborn. And I give you the proof here. I do all of this in real time. Hello, Quasar! Right on time. Maybe it's the banner at the bottom of the screen. What? The banner what, Ray? What's the problem? with a banner. Is everything alright with the connection? Now I have a good connection. Then it will be the refractor power, of course. The refractor is a very nice telescope for large field of views. To those nebula, the Veil, the California, those Heart and Soul. But what I mean is, they should admit that the Dobsonian is also good for astrophotography, even with an Alta Z mount, because nowadays you can get for planetary imaging and for planetary nebulae, and also some galaxies. I see some galaxies, faint galaxies, that the refractor don't even dream of catching them, and they should, because we admit that. We, the people from the Dobsonian power, admit that and understand it's logical, no? That a refractor is good for large field of views and for for longer exposures, larger objects. But for certain objects, go catch like I did, the Oaks object with a refractor. So they should, to be fair, they should admit, okay, it's not good for this kind of astrophotography, but it's good for another kind of astrophotography, and it's okay, it's decent for this one that we are doing today, a live action and a decent picture at the end. By the way, let me. But they are fighting against something that an illusion or something, so I don't care so much. But I like to explain that because often beginners get into astronomy with that myths. People want to see that thing where you hear the voice say "Star Hopping." I forgot. Yes, I have one. Yes, I have this. Start hopping. I forgot to place that. I like to do these silly things. It's my voice. I have some things. You're right about the use of the DOB for some objects. Is better? Of course it is, especially nowadays. With the addition of the visual aspect of it, of course. But it's not only for visual. No way. That's it. A Dobsonian gets a large amount of photons in seconds, no doubts. I start with Skywatcher 250p, Dobs, still have it. And if you think, you can say, oh, but you can use a Newtonian, a 10-inch Newtonian. It's true. For astrophotography it's better? Yes, it is. It's good to use for astrophotography and also to visual? No, because it's a cumbersome to watch the telescope like this sometimes. And it's good to place a 12-inch Dobsonian in an equatorial mount? No, it's a cumbersome. It's too heavy. You can do it, people have it, but it's a cumbersome. It's not an easy way to do it. It's possible, it's not easy. And the larger the Dobsonian, the better the Dobsonian it is. The larger the Newtonian, the better it is to be as a Dobsonian mount. And it's so easy, so simple, and so inexpensive comparing to other. Dobsonian doesn't allow long exposures, nevertheless, the aperture allows to capture high magnitude objects. Right that. We can watch many objects in the sky that other telescopes can't. And we can take pictures of them. This is not an example. The Andromeda galaxy, it's better with a refractor. Of course, it's so large, and with long exposures it takes a better picture. But look at this. we can have decent amount of detail with a 12-inch also, you see, and with only 40 minutes, you see. And when we talk about tiny galaxies, Dobsonian rocks. So my wish is to have a Dobsonian go-to, a large go-to Dobsonian in the future, who knows, but it's too expensive. But it's less expensive than many setups that I see out there with refractors, because the refractor cannot be so expensive, but all the setup it is. Altogether, you get easily, you spend 20,000 or 30,000 bucks with a complete setup. And what I have here, my platform cost 800 bucks, the Dobsonian 600, and the camera about 600 also in the past. So less than 2,000 bucks. And I have this for life now. All is valid, but I just don't like that the people underestimate the Dobsonian. Now let's push a bit the histogram now that we have more exposures. And nowadays, longer exposures is not a rule anymore. Let me see. Maybe less. I can't cut too much of the background because it is so large. That it cuts the details of the nebula, of the galaxy. It's better to have it a bit more to the left of this peak in this object. Yes, I like. And real time, no processment, post-processment. I think the M110 is out of sight. It's to the top, but it's out of sight. Of course, you have that all of that setups of those setups equatorial mount for imaging. You can use it for a Newtonian over an equatorial mount. Allows you more better tracking, much better, of course, longer exposures, and a good tracking and a good aperture. It's all about connecting with the sky, and no doubt with the Dobsonian you can do it visually and get a pretty decent picture. Right, spot on. We were watching Jupiter two last streams, and after the stream what I did was to go outside with an eyepiece and benefit from the visual observation of Jupiter and more. I love to do visual. Oh, I have it. Yes, just the cost of a triplet of quadruplet refractor, you can get a 12-14 inch go-to Dobs. That's it. I am leaning towards selling most of my gear for a large go-to Dobs. That's it. If you have loads of money and space, you can have a collection of all the telescopes. The best Dobsonian power, of course.
Dobsonian power.
Now, while this is still stacking, let me show you something about this. The last video from Friday was the 8-inch against the 12-inch. I got you a challenge to identify the problem with the 12-inch, why it flopped against the 8-inch. And people answered different answers, and one of them got the right answer. And I want to show you something. This is the Eagle Nebula. These both are fine because they are zoom out. But if you go here, it has the same problem of the one at the video. This is the problem in the video, was out of focus. Nothing else. Not collimation, not tracking. This is out of focus. It's very important if you have a Dobsonian, or when you get a new Dobsonian, most of you can get one in the future, to identify the problems, to solve them quickly. When you see these star spikes separated and the stars around it, look at them. They look like ice. This is, if you zoom it, you see? Look. This is out of focus. This is out of focus. See? I didn't focus well. I was not perfectionist on focusing like I did today. I just place it outside, condescendent, with all the setup, and I took the image like that. And another one. This was from last year. Without filters, you can see the difference. Now this one is focused, you see? This one, the problem here is not the focusing. If I place this one, you should not answer, the problem is the focusing. No, this has no problem. This has the problem, the common issue with all the equatorial platforms, which is the egg shape of the stars. And this is, look at the stars, they don't look like eyes. They look like stars, but with an egg shape. This is because of the tracking, the poor tracking of the equatorial platforms. You see, that's a different problem. That's why I use this filter here, the full width half maximum, that now is cutting everything because the platform should be off, should be finished. I have to stop it, to not mess with it. Hold on. So we have already the picture. Yes, it was over the platform. It takes more than an hour. It's an hour. So we got this picture and now we process it quickly with the denoise to see what happened. I never processed with the denoise this nebula, this galaxy. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see what happened. We can zoom out. I didn't crop it yet. Let's see. A quick astrophotography I will place it like 4. Standard, clear, low light, severe noise. Okay. The 4 algorithms of topaz denoise are working to get us a better picture. So hopefully you could understand how to identify those problems, because if you think it's collimation, you will mess up with a collimation that probably is fine, and you will get frustrated trying to collimate what is already collimated. And that's one thing that beginners sometimes get in that trap. It's a trap. If you can identify in a glance the problem, you solve it easy. And in this case was just to focus, to refocus. Let me see, the one it's the clear. At the screen they look, every one of them look fine. I will use the low light, it's the usual. Usually it's the one that gets better. And I will save it, but it worked. It worked. Updating. Okay, save image. Saving. It's fast. You see, with this laptop, an i7, it works flawless. Just a few seconds and so next Sunday, not tomorrow, next Sunday we will watch the moon. If you know about the moon, I need to learn more about the moon, to be honest. I watched the moon for a long time, but I never learned a lot about the moon. Okay, this is ready. Let's see the image, how it was. So it's this one, we crop it. It's the first Andromeda that I captured with a Nexus. We have to cut here to crop it because of the poor tracking. Save. It's gorgeous. Without any more processment, you see. We can see the detail. You see the star. This is the X shape. Is because of the tracking. Because it is focused. You see? It is focused. The small galaxy here. And we can see, almost can see the stars. They were starting to appear. Also the noise makes a bit of introduces a bit of X shape to all the stars, but it cleans the image. It gets sharper, the object gets sharper, so it's very nice. I want to show you just one thing here. That is this from this site that I showed you before, of the comparison with the Hubble and the James Webb Telescope. This is a tarantula. They added this. The left is the Hubble. The right is the the James Webb. This is the Hubble, and this is the James Webb. We see, of course, less nebulosity because of the infrared. We can see clearly the stars behind in this core that we can't with the Hubble. That's why it allows the scientists to study better the nebula, the objects, the sky. Of course. Yes, I forgot the graph. Ah, those graphics you are. Yes, now I understand. Yes, I forgot. Remember, next time I will remember. If I forget, you remember me and I identify. Yes, now I understand what Astro Thief was talking about. What is the difference between denoise AI and the regular Registacko processing software denoising? The denoising, to pass denoise is just to clean the image of the noise of the image, and that's it. The other softwares, the Registack works with the wavelengths. It's more for planets, planetary imaging. Well, so next Sunday we'll be here, hopefully to watch the full moon, and let's see how it works. I will study first which kind of moon it is called. I think it's not the harvest moon. It was the last one. I will study that, and if you have knowledge about the moon, help me in the chat, because I want to learn also about the moon a bit more. Just know craters, and I don't know very much about the moon. Thank you very much for being here. The community pictures we delayed for the next live stream. Don't worry, we will do the community pictures also. With the moon, it's good for the community picture section. And thank you for the members and for all of your support. And have a great Sunday and a great week. And see you on Friday video, and then on Sunday with the moon. Thank you. Have a nice night also.